Sir, I think you belong in a Castlevania game. No. Sure? Yes. Okay, bye. Well, I know, Ark. It's been a minute, but we're finally back. Again, you on YouTube, you're like, I just watched your video. What you talking about? It's been a week or two on Twitch. We've just been busy with real life. So welcome to, well, for the Twitch people, what might be the final Terranigma stream. I think we're gonna finish it today. YouTube, you know, I'll split up into a couple videos. Because really all we have left to do is get the rest of the starstones, do the final dungeon, and then do some endgame stuff, and then we're done. So I think we're gonna finish today. Before we do all that, luckily, Past Me is smart again and saved here. Remember how at the, well, YouTube people, you'll remember. For Twitch people, let me remind you. I was like, well, I really want these other two, like, the special armors and the special weapons. Because, you know, they have their own little slot, they're special. And then I'm like, do I really want to farm up the gems, though, to get them? Because, like, I have to buy them, and I'm... Well, I did that off stream. I just was, it was like, well, I couldn't stream Terranigma last week, but you know what? I can at least farm up some gems so that I can get all this stuff and show you the things as a good streamer should. Now, I know I have to be here. I don't remember where the weapons shop is. Exactly, chat. All the stuff. Pro armor. So here is one of our armors we're missing. Defense plus 65 prevents transformations. And it is good armor, so, you know, we'll put it on. For now. The pro armor. Oh man, we are a pro at saving the world. Now I go, okay, well, now you need to get your other weapon, which if you recall is in Australia. Luckily, like, oh, that's so far away. It is. But we need to go there for one of the starstones anyway, so it's on the way. And thankfully, now that we've expanded, it's like we developed flight and only New York and Moscow have airstrips. But thankfully, Australia has one too. So at least we can get there quickly, even if we can't get anywhere else quickly. That's the Antarctica. Starts with an A. I know this could be confusing for you, Arg. And you. Get lost if you're just looking. Well, this time I'm not just looking. Yeah, Alpha Rod changes strength into luck. You can tell it's a weapon because it's super expensive. We're not actually going to use it because it's like, you know, instead of doing straight up damage, you do better, you know, more critical stuff, but there we go. You're like, wait, but you still have a missing weapon and a missing armor. Oh, come on. You know that those are later. We still have a final dungeon to do. You think that we're going to get all the stuff now. Okay, so there's the extra stuff. Now you've seen it. The pro armor and the Alpha Rod. Now, what I said, we need to get the starstones. The two we have so far, we got one in Neo Tokyo from the one girl that survives the Asmodeus gassing. And we got the other one, oh right, from Asterica when we went on the mind journey drinking the potion. So, first, yeah, again, I talked about this when we first came to Australia way back when. Yes, it says, this is Ayers Rock, and it's spelled A-I-R-S, which is a reference to the real-life Ayers Rock, which was the Y, except now it's not even called that anymore. It's called Uluru, which is the Aboriginal name for it. And they're like, hey, maybe we should use, you know, the Aboriginal term instead of the, you know, colonial term. So now it's Uluru, but it's Ayers Rock as a reference to Ayers Rock, which is actually Uluru. There you go. This guy was not here before. That's the important part. I'm a scientist. This place is the least polluted when Earth is end angered like now. Okay. I intend to witness the world's end here. Sorry to burst your bubble, buddy, but I'm here to save the world. Would you listen to me? I already have been, but sure. A certain race revered this grand view and vast nature as God. But today, modern societies make a racket about preserving nature. When did humans become so big to think they could protect gods? Perhaps the beginning of the end started there. I thought those things. Okay, and you think what now? I thought all the while I watched this beautiful world. I gradually became aware of a voice calling my name from somewhere. An older boy will appear bearing a rod. Well, technically right now I have a fauchard, but shut up. The voice said to give the boy my starstone. It seemed to emanate from the very earth. Take the stone. I've always had it with me since I was a child. Well, no wonder you've got a weird view of, like, nihilistic. I come here to watch the world end. If you've had, like, a magical quest item talking to you this whole time. Say anything else? I don't understand how people will think about today, but not tomorrow. Because people can be short-sighted. That's not that hard to figure out, buddy. But hey, we got a third starstone. 2 left, and then we can save the world. Alright, next up, it is not this forest. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, that's not where we're going. Instead, we are taking just a short journey, and know how Australia to Africa, it's right around the corner. You know, some people are like, I'm gonna pop to the corner store, get some milk, you need anything? You know, people who live in Australia are just like, hey, I'm gonna go to West Africa. You need me to pick up any milk or anything while I'm there? I'm like, yeah, sure. All right, see, that wasn't that bad. What a quick I was gonna say a quick shop, but I wasn't actually, me speak good. All right, the Sahara. We stumbled upon this area before, but we couldn't do anything with it at the time. Now I have to find it again. There we go. Just a random tile. In the Sahara Desert. Bones! This person must have collapsed. I hope I don't end that way. Yuck, look at the skeleton's neck. That's something that looks like a necklace. No, the stone on the necklace. Don't you recognize it? I'm Ark, no. Oh, hey, isn't this that stone Liam found at the canyon? He said he was gonna treasure it forever. Why is it here? The human probably snuck into the lion's den. They'll go anywhere if they smell money. And it was a starstone. It's all tying together. The thing Liam needed to prove he was, a true lion was actually a starstone the whole time. You know, it kind of makes sense. The game doesn't really tell you to do it this way, but it makes sense to do Sahara first. It's just like a random place on the map, though. But like, it makes sense to be like, okay, you do Sahara, and you're like, hey, don't you recognize this? It's Liam's starstone. And you're like, wait, why is Liam's starstone here? Like, that human probably went into the lion's den and stole it. And then you'd be like, oh no. And then if you go back to check on Liam, he's gone. And then you do Neo Tokyo, and you find Liam in the sewers, and you're like, oh, okay. Wait, I'm not going here. But we didn't do it that way. We did Liam first in Neo Tokyo, so Dempster breaks. Oh, is there not a dock here? I don't think there is. I think I need to take a bird. Good old Greenland. You're like, wait, why are we going to Greenland? There was a cave that had an item in it, and there was Pangea with the penguin town. Yes, that is true. Those are the only 2 things in Greenland. We're going back to here. Now, you could have done this at the time, but I forgot, so I didn't. Hi. I think it's him. Yeah, and you go in here, and she goes, wah. Now, here's the thing. Do you recall way back in Loire when you could buy a flower and the lady was like, make even a girl that can't talk speak, or a penguin? And you're like, those are 2 very weird things to suggest. And then it's like, oh, but the girl that can't talk's the princess. And then it turns out, no, it wasn't the princess. That was a red herring. But then you use it later on for, I forget whatever her name was. The girl from the Chinese parents who was living with the nomads. And you give her the flower, and she talks like, oh, okay, that's the girl they meant. It was all just like a big red herring for this other later quest. How fun. But if, the lady specifically said, or a penguin. And you're like, that makes no sense. Ark lost pretty flower. In return, obtained a starstone. So yeah, way back in Loire, that goofy thing, and like the one guy at the inn's like, why a pretty girl or a penguin? And now the penguins are together. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Oh, how cute. We've helped the penguins find love, and we got a quest item. So I hope that you'd remember that little tidbit from Loire, like how many hours ago? Because if not, you don't have a quest item. Wah, wah. All right, now we have to go back to a place that has a dock. Because we have all the starstones now. Woo. Water, water everywhere. And all of it's the ocean. Water, water everywhere, but I've got my water potion. I don't know, it rhymes. That's all I got. The South Pole. What the? How do it? There we go. Boink. I didn't know there'd be a place this dry at the South Pole. Wait, huh? These look like tombstones. Why at the extreme edge of the world? Two things. Now, I guess what he's saying, like, it's more like sandy dry, but like, Antarctica is a desert. It is, like, dry in that, like, yes, it's all snow and ice, but it doesn't actually rain or anything, so you know. But yeah, I get, like, why is it so, like, dry and sandy and dusty? Okay, I get your point, Ark. But yes, a good question, Ark. You raise a valid point. Why is there this massive graveyard at the edge of the world where no one lives? I don't know. Let's proceed into the story to find out. Skull. Looks like an altar of some sort. No, it looks like a giant skull, but... even the altars. Talk to a person, like, I have the item you want, and they're like, no, you don't, it's not equipped. So I'm like, okay, fine. Here's your item, and now I finally get to the skulls, and they're like, nope, you don't have it equipped. There. Ark held the starstone aloft. Oh, that's creepy. Sir, I think you belong in a Castlevania game. No. Sure? Yes. Okay, bye. Alright, next. Let's save that one for... That doesn't actually matter what orbit you do. You know, we'll save the middle one. Ah! You made a giant blue rift in time and space. A voice echoes in Ark's head. It sounds exactly like Ark. You survived countless encounters with danger. However injured you were in fighting, you never did die. Do you know why? It's because you are the legendary hero. Yeah, I know. Wait, what? Hello. I represent the light side, and you represent the dark side. People are said to meet someone identical to them once in a lifetime. Well, I mean, like, we already met the two L's, so, like, we know that that's kind of similar, right? There are two arcs in the internal and external worlds. Reemergence of Baruga has disturbed Earth's balance. Ark, my other Ark self, why you're talking so slowly? If Earth's history is likened to a clock, the hour hand points to 13. A time that cannot exist. No, a time that must not exist. Okay, what I was gonna say is, remember way back in, like, before anything, when I started this game and we watched the intro scene and there's the clock that's going like click, 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 and then it goes clonk and it goes to 13 and the hands drop off? Woo, foreshadowing. You're at the 13th hour of the world, an hour that can't exist, an hour that shouldn't exist. Now close your eyes and think deeply about Earth. You're like, wow, this is a head trip, except I guess it makes perfect sense. Like, you know that there's two sides of the world. And now you get a game over. The end. Wasn't that fun? Also kind of looks like the skull's eating me. Chapter 4. The Resurrection of the Hero. Don't worry, Chad, it makes sense. I know you're confused. Just wait a moment. I mean, okay, it kind of makes sense. Disclaimer. Oh. Well, they got an annoying baby sound, that's for sure. Oh dear, you're awake. I wonder how much time has passed since I began living with you. I was shocked when I found you crying in the field of Stockholm. You had so much resemblance to a person I know, so I ended up giving you the same name, Ark. You must be hungry. I'll go fetch some food. Yeah, I know. Right now you're like, what's going on? Let everything play out first. So there was Topside L, who just left, and now here's Underworld L, who just came in. Things are getting even more trippy. Now, L, kill him. Do not hesitate. That is why you were sent from Krista to the outside. Now that babe is powerless. Hurry, what? Yeah, we have another one of those fun trips. Yeah, you'll... Like, hey, Elle, you're that Elle I know from my homeboy. You're about to kill a baby, what? You know, just murder that baby. It's powerless, it's fine. Ark? Ark, what's the matter? Strange, a baby can't just walk away. Ark, where are you? Yeah, that would be... Yeah, baby's just gone. Elle, stop hesitating. Kill that babe now. You sure, Palpatine, do it. Do it, Elle. Ark, forgive me. Pardon me? What are you doing? Elle, fight. Woo. Meanwhile, Elle runs down here and is like, what are you doing? That's me. What the? Who are you? You have my exact same face. Who are you? What are you doing to that baby? Well, well, quite an interesting guest. Elle, dispose of this girl too. Dun dun dun! Yomi's in on it too! What? I guess because the other Elle backed away, Ark, wake up. Yeah, this is even trippier than Asterica. I know, I'll explain things afterwards. It's me, Kumari. Am I reaching you from FF10? No, you've done that joke before, Ark. All the living things in the world await your awakening. Now listen closely. I can't listen any closely. You're talking so slowly. I am Raw. Can you hear me? Ark, wait, I couldn't talk to plants for a while, but the earth is screaming. Not because of the, what's going on. Just, when you're a tree, you just hear constant, oh, all the time. Like you saved me from poison, please. Oh, okay. I'm Liam. Is my voice reaching you? The world has gone wrong, I will say. The animals have remained the same. But humans alone changed. And no. Like you gave me courage. Please give courage to the world. Like I gave you faster text? Yeah, we're going through all the important people. I'm Kingbird. The sky is that's called rain. The tears are filthy. Okay, so there you go. It's polluted. That's different. If we can fly clear skies, we need nothing more. Have you heard all their voices? All 3 of them, yes. Listen to all the voices, all 3. You can no longer converse with such living things. But they are with you. Yeah, I know. Like, we already had this with Liam. We know that they're still with us. Come on, you don't need to teach us that. Ark, I'll say this again. Let me just break it down. Ark, we kind of need you to awaken because every living thing on the entire planet's depending on you. Just saying, no pressure. Like, I see you're still a baby, so maybe I gotta repeat this, but you kind of have to get up and become the hero of the world and fate. Meanwhile, everyone is just like, "Aw, what?" Ugh, so he's awoken. The representative of light and dark spoken of as the hero is here, as ordered by the Elder of Krista. When Ark's resurrected Baruga, kill him. But I bided my time. I thought you'd find the hero, Ark. As I was right, when I kill you now, nothing can stop us. By the hand of the Elder, Dark Gaia, the Earth will be reborn. Dark Gaia? That's right, humans call him the devil, I believe. Now, El, kill him. At least Ark won't have the courage to kill his friend. And Dark World L's like, bye, peace out. Just hey, snap out of it. What's the matter with you? She's like, did you just watch the previous scene? I think you know exactly what the matter is with me. I wanted to see you all this time. Never forgot about you. But I never knew we would meet again like this. Yeah, where you're trying to kill me as a baby, and then I'm not a baby. I was ordered to kill someone on the surface endangering Krista. I had no idea that it would be you. Blah, you useless thing. Enough, I'll kill him. Yomi, what are you saying? We traveled for so long together. Ark, you still don't understand? Like, Ark, he literally said he's working for the Elder who is Dark Gaia. You were just used, Ark. You were just a piece in a game. Sorry, but goodbye forever. The Elder's word is absolute. Yomi set off an earthquake back. Yeah, how are you? Ark's immobilized. Like, couldn't I just poke you in the eye with a spear? Now, how shall I do you? Phrasing, Yomi. Stop! The way people have 2 sides, light and dark need each other. Yomi, we must disappear. Let me go! I can't disobey the Elder! That's right, he might not be able to disobey. Ark, please save the people of the surface world. The surface is so beautiful, and people will treat this world carefully. Yeah, I mean, some, yes. Hell, what are you doing? Stop! He was distracted by a pair of ladies at the time. I wanted to be with you forever. Goodbye, Ark. Zwamp. We're done with the scene now. Should I explain to chat and the viewers what's going on? El did nothing wrong. Why did this happen? Because you're caught up in a thing bigger than yourself. If I didn't open Pandora's box that day, would it have remained peaceful? It would have been broken in a different way. Don't understand this external and internal thing. Doesn't matter, does it? Yes, that's correct. It's good enough to live happily with the people precious to you. Yeah. Oh, wait. El's gone. Oh, right. What happened to my carefree days in Krista? Somebody give those days back. You can't, Ark. This is bigger than you. What should I do after seeing that? I don't know what I should say to you, Ark. That's a healthy response. Don't worry. Talk to me the way you would normally. The other El may be gone, but won't I do? Can I ever replace El from the underworld? I mean, you're taking this pretty like, because think of this from El's point of view. She has never been in any of this. like, you at least know that there's, like, the two sides to the world. And, like, you came from Krista, and then you're in the light world, and there's the... This Elle is just, I live alone in a forest, and, like, my parents were killed by the king, and, you know, like, she's had, like, a rough childhood. And now she's just like, huh, here's a baby, and you look kind of like someone I know. I guess I'll take you in, because I'm not going to leave a baby stranded in the woods. I'm going to call you after the person you look like. Then someone who looks exactly like shows up, has the baby you found that looks like someone you know. This person looks exactly like you, is about to murder a baby. A weird thing pops up and is like, do it, kill this baby for Dark Gaia, which you might know as the devil. And then the baby turns into the person she knows. And then the other person who looks exactly like her is like, no, I'm not doing this, and like magics them both out of existence. I think it's a pretty healthy response to be like, I don't really know what to say to you right now. Like, the fact that she's just like, okay, there's an underworld that you came for, like, she's coping pretty well, I think. My feelings, well, let's go with surface. You know, Ark, we'll say that he's grown a little bit. Because before he's like, you're not like the Elle I know. The Elle I know was she cared for everyone and was so nice, not like you. And that Elle's like, excuse me? And so now it's like, are you gonna, like, which Elle do you pick? The surface Elle or your hometown Elle? Well, hometown Elle is kind of blomped out of existence, so maybe we'll say Ark's grown a little bit and is like, you're okay too. What you just told me makes me really happy. But I lived for a long time with Elle and Christy. I have many memories of us together in my heart. That Elle just sacrificed herself to save me. I'm sorry, but I can't think of another person right now. Also, it doesn't actually matter what you say. You have the same thing. Ark, they're very few and far between, but Ark actually handles that very maturely. So it's like, this Elle is like, okay, you like her, who is me, but now she's gone, like, will I do as a replacement? And Ark's like I'm very confused right now, and like, this other person who's gone, I've had a lot of history with, so like, I just need a little bit of time to process all of this. His mature moments are few and far between, but he does have. So yeah, it doesn't actually matter what you pick. He's just like, sorry, I can't think of anybody right now. You're right, I'm sorry. Yes, I have something I have to tell you. This village had this old saying, one day a hero will visit. And I guess because you just literally turned into the hero in front of our eyes, maybe that's you. He'll create a miracle and defeat the dark foe. And that hero was you. That was part of the saying? No, okay, back being. In this box are the arms of the hero. Like, literally, like an Ark, shut up. I think they were discovered by Columbus on his voyages. He hid them to ensure they don't fall into the wrong hands. In other words, the villagers were the keepers of the mythical arms. They are why this village was destroyed and Columbus was tortured. There's more story reveals. The souls of villagers have become wolves to protect the arms. Anyway, I was gonna talk about all this after the scene, but the scene does keep going. Again, let's go way back. Why were there a bunch of wolves in this village that just like suddenly went away when you used a dog whistle? Because they're not wolves. They're actually all the dead villagers still protecting the thing they're in charge of. And then again, it's like Columbus was like the whole thing with Spain being thrown in because like the Queen of Spain lost her 3 sons and she went insane. And I mean, okay, she was insane, to be fair. It had nothing to do though with the fact that he was in charge of the voyage when they died. It's because he found the arms of the hero and didn't give them to the like collaboration of evil people. You know, like there's the King Henry and Wong and you know, under Dark Gaia, under Baruga, all that stuff. Arms protected by the blood of many. Only you could use them, Ark. All right. Squish, squish. Ark, we've already been over this joke, and I said to be serious. Okay, so let's step into the magical swirling thing, and look, it's Yomi! Like, what? But... Oh, the hero's finally emerged. Oh, I'm so tired of waiting. All my body's gone slack. Oh, no need to tell me. I know you're the true hero. Wait, Ark? This animal tried to kill you earlier. What? No, don't be silly. That was Yomi from inside. I'm this world's Yomi. Come on, you guys, like, you saw that coming, right? Like, there has been 2 Arks, there's 2 everybody. Why would there not be 2 Yomis? Hey, we don't have time to chit-chat. We have to take these hero arms and defeat Baruga. Even while we talk, a city somewhere could be dying. And there's the weapon and armor we were missing. The hero pike and the hero. Me? Thank you. Let's put on our hero stuff. Hero stuff. I'll await your return forever here. When everything's done, please come back here. Okay, we finally got to the end of that trip of a scene. Powerful armor worn by heroes. Well, that's me. So yep, we used our pro armor for a lot of stuff. We didn't use it at all. And there we go, the hero's pike. Okay. Same thing. You might be wondering what just happened. Now, the stuff that happened here kind of self-explanatory. Baby Ark nearly killed by L from the underworld, but L from the underworld was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Yomi has been with you. Hi, Bird. Bird says, "Meh. That's pretty crazy." Oh, yeah, it was. This bird appears to have a letter in its beak. Has this letter safely reached Ark? I am Mihu. I write this en route to Siberia. The timeline's a little weird. I will explain a few things. Ark, are you aware Neo Tokyo was terminated instantly? Yes, I went there. You sent me there to find a starstone. It appears a virus weapon called Asmodeus was used. Yeah, and it disintegrates people. We've been over this. We can't allow Baruga any more freedom. The world will end. Yes, I know. Don't worry, you didn't just appear as a baby. I'll get to it. Don't worry. Under Lord Kumari, several compatriots have gathered. To stop Baruga, we formed a caravan to the lab tower. In East Siberia, okay. These are the members. Fida, the swordswoman. Okay, we're just gonna name all the people we know. Royd, the former mercenary. Perel, the skateboard wizard. You mean he's really good at skateboarding? No, it turns out he's magic. And he's like, woo, skateboard fireball. And my granddaughter Maylin. Ark, if you've read this letter, come to our help. Let us meet at the lab tower in the east of Siberia. Mihu. Bird's like, hey, can I get a tip for delivering this? And you're like, I got some breadcrumbs in my pocket. And it's like, perfect. Ow. All right. While we make our way out of Stockholm. Okay, so what just happened? I mean, like, and it's still a little, you know, there's questions up to debate and all that stuff. But no, you did not just appear as a baby. Oh, I don't actually remember how to get out. Never mind, I guess we'll just teleport out and I'll explain. Teleport out. Teleport out. So what happened is you get to the end of the graves at the end of the world. And it turns out those graves are graves for Ark. At least light side Ark. Because from the beginning of the game, as we know, there's a cycle between the light side flourishes, the dark side flourishes. Light side, dark side, etc. And of course, there's a light side Ark whose job it is, I guess, to resurrect, the dark world, and the dark Ark who resurrects the light. It's a cycle. We know this. The problem. Baruga, working for Dark Gaia, has broken this cycle. We're at, as they said, we're at the 13th hour. So what happens is I don't remember where the magic shop is. There's the magic shop. like the spirit of Lightside Arc. You're not the person I'm trying to talk. You shall go to a forgotten land where you meet the other you. Oh, you're behind the times, lady. More has happened than that. Lightside Arc, like, merged his spirit with you. Like, you went vomp together. And so now you are, like, the true hero. Because you have the light side arc and the dark side arc, and now you are, like, one and the same. When this happened, though, like, I guess the way it works is if, like, you're fusing spirits of two people, you turned into a baby. Why? That's not explained. Like, why do you turn into a baby? Who knows? But the fact that when you merged, you went and became a baby, and, like, you have to awaken as the true hero. I don't know, like, maybe that's, like, you have to, like, process your magic, you know, light and dark energy and come to grips with it. Yeah, that's... who knows? But you get turned into a baby, and so now that you're a baby, and you're, like, a super big threat to Dark Gaia and Maruga, because now you're, like, the true hero of all time and space, Dark Gaia's like, well, this dude's a baby now, so Elle from the underworld, go kill him. Now, of course, as you said, he didn't say, like, it's Arc. It just said, like, hey, there's this, like, baby that's threatening all of Krista. Go kill it to protect us. And Elle's like, you know, she's not a bad person. And so she's probably like, well, I don't really want to kill a baby, but if it's going to, like, wipe out, like, our entire village and everyone we ever know, then I guess I'll have to do it. She comes to the light world and is like, wow, this place is really nice, but I still have a job to do. Sees that it's, like, you and can't do it. So Yomi, who's been with you this whole time, but remember you got in the dark world, and as Dark Yomi, who's been working for the Elder, Yomi was just making sure, you know, you did a good job up until you resurrected Baruga. And then Baruga failed to kill you because Lord Kamari saved you. And, you know, Yomi was saying, like, well, I was gonna wait until, you found the true hero, because presumably he didn't know. Well, either Yomi didn't think you were the true hero, and was like, you'll find the actual true hero because you're just Arc. You're Arc, you're not the hero. Or Yomi's like, Arc could be the true hero, but if Yomi killed you, like, Lord Kamari saves you from Baruga, and Yomi could have just killed you right then. But presumably, if he did that, Dark Arc would have died, and then Light Arc would just be born in your place because you're a cycle. That's what happens. And so it's like, it doesn't help Yomi to kill you right away. It only works if Yomi kills the real hero. And so I get, it doesn't, explain which way Yomi was thinking, but either Yomi was thinking, you're not the real hero, we'll wait till you find the real one and then kill you, or kill the real one, or he knows you're gonna be the real hero, but he has to wait until you've fused, because if he kills you beforehand, it doesn't help anything. So Yomi's like, okay, Elle, kill him, and Elle's like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. And so then Yomi's like, okay, then I'll kill you instead, and then Elle's like, no. And, and then the rest of the scene unfolds. Elle sacrifices herself to take out Yomi, everyone's saved. Other Elle is very confused. Arc is confused. And then new Yomi's like, hey, everybody, we gotta go save the world. And you're like, what? He's like, what? I'm new Yomi. I'm the light side. So there we have it. So yes, it is a trip of a scene, but it actually makes a little more sense than the Asterica thing. It's just the game doesn't do a super good job of explaining. And it never explains, like, why, when the light side and dark side of a person fuse together, why do you turn into a baby? Until you suddenly are like, I'm not a baby, I'm the hero, boink. Like, why did you have to turn into a baby? And if you're a baby, why can you just turn back into, like, a full-grown adult? That part's never explained. So if you wanted answers to that, out of luck. Okay, with that whole trippy business done, yeah, it's definitely very odd, but it does at least make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense why you turn into a baby and why you turn back into an adult once you're like, I am the hero, yeah. But at least it's like, okay, you see yourself, and now there's what's going is, you know, the very long recap, or short recap of that long thing is Ark finds his other self, they merge, become the true hero, and, you know, then the rest of that scene happens, the end. So it makes, like, all the events flow together, even if why some of the events happen a little weird. But okay, all that's done now. Let's go beat up some monsters in the final dungeon, Baruga's Tower. The world has gone wrong, I will say.